Find function values, simplify, and solve. What we're going to do is take a different approach with this video. Here you have our friend looking at a fork in the road. He has two ways he can go. And this applies to solving problems. He can go the old school way, or he can go for test-taking tricks with the graphing calculator. Now, why would you prefer to do things with test-taking tricks? Well, one reason is that you could use it to check your work. Secondly, is you can use it, it may be time limited. And so if time is an issue, this can certainly help you. Okay, let's look at our first problem. We have what is the solution of 5x minus 7 equals negative 3x plus 17. We're going to go old school way first. And what we do with this is we add 3x to both sides to get all the variables on the left side. So we cancel out on the right side, bring down what's left. 8x minus 7 equals 17. We have to get rid of that negative 7. What do? We have to add it. So we end up with 8x equals 24. Now we divide by 8, and we end up with x equals 3. That wasn't too hard, was it? But still, there were quite a few steps, opportunities to make mistakes. Now let's look at the test-taking trick here. And so we go into y equals, and we put in y1, we enter this expression on the left side, and there it is. And under y2, we enter the expression on the right side, and there it is. And then we find the intersection point by pressing second trace 5, enter, enter, enter. We get x equals 3. So there we have it, another way of determining that that's the right answer. And now we need to fill in our answer sheet. We need to make sure that we first write in that 3 just to the left of the decimal point. Then we need to fill in with our number 2 lead pencil the circle with the 3 in it. And that's all we need. Let's look at our second problem. Corbin has a rectangular piece of stained glass as shown below. What's its perimeter? Let's remember what perimeter is. Perimeter, peri means around, and meter means measure. So measure around. So we're going to measure the distance around this triangle. We're going to start out with the test-taking trick method here. And the first thing we have to realize is that we have two different types of unknowns here. We have an x and a y. And so we need to go ahead and store a value for x and a value for y. I chose 1.1 for x, 1.2 for y. You could use different values. Just don't use 0, 1, or 2, or negative 1 or negative 2. That's all you need to know. So we enter, we add, of course, peri means adding, so we add those and we get 13.5. And so let's try choice A. Let's enter this. We get 13.52. It's close to 13.5, but it's not exactly, so we cross it off. It's not right. So we try choice B. We enter these values here, and we get 13.5, so choice B is correct. We can try the other ones, C and D, of course. But now let's look at it old school way. And what we need to do is add these three together. So the binomials with the x terms, let's put them there first so they line up pretty neatly. But this one on the bottom, we have a y term. So we can put the 2 underneath the number terms and put the y term to the right. And then we add everything up. So we have 7x plus 1 plus 4y, and we can shift the y term and the 1 around because commutative property of algebra. And we also get, according to this old school method, choice B is the right answer. Now we have another one. Which expression can be factored as the product of quantity 2x minus 5 times quantity x minus 4? Let's go old school way. Now you can use FOIL method, but I don't like FOIL method. I like this box method. So I can put 2x minus 5 on the top, and then we can put x minus 4 on the side. Multiply x times 2x, we get 2x squared. So based on this calculation, we can already eliminate b and d because they don't have 2x squared. Now we multiply these two terms together, get negative 5x. Multiply these two terms together, get negative 8x. And then we multiply these two terms together, get positive 20. Then we go ahead and we can combine these like terms here to get an answer of 2x squared minus 13x plus 20. So therefore C is our right answer. But test-taking trick-wise is a heck of a good way to do this too. You enter a value for x. In this case I entered 1.1 storage x. Then I entered this expression here and got a value of 8.12. And then we can go ahead and try our multiple choices. Here we try choice A and we get 22.42. That's not right. And so we cross that out and we can try 2x squared minus 13x plus 20, and we also get 8.12. That is our right answer. Here's another problem. Elisa's working to determine how many terms the sequence 24, 20, 16 are needed to get a sum and so on. Have you noticed something here? What about are all these words necessary? No, this is just a bunch of, well, I want to put hot air blowing, but it's cold air. I can only find Mr. Winter. So we can cross all this out. All we need to know is this last sentence with the question in it. So we need to find the factors of this. Well, since I'm low on time here with this video, I'm going to use the test-taking trick on this and not even go old school method on this. I'm going to store a value for n, 0.9 storage n, and enter this expression here, get 25.11. So we need to try the multiple choices. We tried choice A, it's not 25.11, cross it out. Okay, we tried choice B, C, and D, and neither choice B nor C are correct, so we cross those out. But look at choice D here. We get 25.11, just the same as our original expression. That's right. Let's go on to the next one. We have a car rental comparison problem. And what we're going to do is we're going to enter the left side of this function as 20 plus 0.25x. And after we do that, we're going to go to our table set view and change it from auto to ask. You get table set view by pressing second window. If we go to ask, we can then go to the table view by pressing second graph, and we can enter all four of these multiple choices. And after entering, we can just compare which one ends up being 36. Well, it's going to be this one here. So 64 miles is the right answer. That's the solution. So we circle that as B, and we are happy with our right answer. And for the old school way, we just take that equation, subtract 20 from both sides, leaving 16 on the left. Then we divide by 0.25. 16 divided by 0.25 is also 64. So old school way is not too bad doing it either. Now we have this problem. Erica's painting a warning cone, and so we have this. It looks complicated with the pies and all that. But all we need to do is substitute in 8 for R and just type this in. We get 577.76. So here we have our griddable answer space. So we just write it in here and then make sure we bubble in below. So we have that right. Okay, the last one here, we have the function f of x equals 5x plus 7. Okay, what do we do here? f of 11. Stop the video. See if you can get this one by yourself, then start again and see if you got it right. Okay, here it is, 11 storage x. And then we enter this expression 5x plus 7, we get 62. So A is our right answer. We circle that, and we've got it right. We hope this approach of looking at old school versus test-taking tricks has been helpful to you. I hope you've learned a lot. Please check out our other videos. Thanks for coming.